And here it is, picking up from last week, part 2 with Main Source on Juan Epstein.
Riz, DJ Riz, shout out to DJ Riz.
Yeah, Riz.
Mentor and idol. He's the one that told me, I never even realized that that was Nautilus.
Yeah.
Never realized it.
Yeah.
And he goes, one day he was playing Nautilus for me, and he was like, that's this, this, here's the Onyx part, here's the Rakim part, here's the, what was the guy from the Bronx?
Tim Dog.
Son.
King Son.
King Son.
King Son,
the King Son part. And he goes, that's Live at the Barbecue. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
What part? And he brought it back.
He chopped it to perfection.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody chopped it like P.
It's funny because we had that for so long. Like at one time, Warner Brothers came to us and was like, "Yo, we want y'all to submit a song for the new Batman movie."
Remember that? Yeah.
Remember the Batman is back? And that's what we used that beat over. They didn't accept it, so we still had that in the
you guys could have done Bat Dance instead of Prince.
Word, now yo.
Should have been y'all.
Word, man. We tried to get on the
Prince
Batman
throwaway
soundtrack.
for Prince. He didn't give a shit.
So many times I try to remake the bass line. Who's the bass line? It's a
the
female.
Vicky Anderson joint. Yeah.
And it's weird because that bass line's only in the hook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the Nautilus drums underneath that? Or
Yeah, the Nautilus drums underneath that.
No other drums go with that loop. I don't care how many drums you try.
That's crazy.
I was like, I like this part, but they didn't rhyme over it.
Right.
And I would try to make it for someone else when I used to try to produce. Yeah. And I'd doom, and it don't come out right.
Naughty by Nature. Naughty by Nature, I think they used it too, right? They did a good job. They did a good job. Yeah. KG, definitely.
Do you know?
And then the instrumental's different than the song.
Yeah.
The bass line comes in differently.
Right.
Like it's faded in or something.
Why'd you do that?
Well, it's like that, y'all.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why we just want to mess with DJs who want to play the instrumental?
Nah, man. It was
the single, right?
The single. Yeah, the single. Yeah. Nah, I don't know, man. It's just messing with stuff.
So go ahead.
Do
you remember the time of the sample in Nautilus? Any recollection?
Right. It's only one. It's like
the time of it
when it happens. Is it real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're looking at the wave, you'll see where the wave thins out a little bit.
What if you're looking at a YouTube video?
Okay, so maybe I mean,
Nautilus is one of the greatest records ever.
Yeah.
We kidding.
Yeah. Word. They had I did an interview with Bob James too, man. I interviewed Bob James.
Yeah.
Was talking about
for Red Bull or something.
Yeah, it was something like that. Word. I think so. I believe so. Word.
How did he feel about hip hop?
Well,
he better like hip hop.
Yeah, of course, definitely. Especially now, like I don't know, maybe back in but.
Well, now he's getting paid for everything. Back then, but he don't clear. Or he wouldn't clear a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it was, man, but I think like we was just, we was blessed that people like I think they liked the way we actually, some of that stuff was like you hear it and you like, I don't particularly like that joint right there for real. I don't like what you did with my record, homie. Like, they would hear our joints and just be like, yo, I'm rocking with that.
Now we won't have to go into details here, but you guys didn't clear everything at that point, did you?
Stu Fine made sure everything was good, and then he got that double coating from EMI, so everything was good, man.
Yeah. Wow,
everything was good. Yeah. Once he wound up getting that deal with EMI and everything, man. It was flying, man. It was starting to fly.
So you said let's pick up the story again. They say we need one more song. You guys have been tooling around with this for a long time,
right?
But hey, you hadn't put anyone on it yet, and did you know who you wanted to maybe get first song?
Definitely no. We had Nas. Like they were always coming through, and we did maybe 2 takes of the song, and then when it was like, all right, well, this has to count now. Like we went to a power play. It was like mad late at night. I remember that session. It was mad late at night, and it was like this is gonna be the final song. Nas did his thing, everything like Fatal. He was getting his lyrics together. And I just put it down, and then we were finished, man. That was it, man. But we were rolling together. Like, Nas was coming through, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody.
You're 17, 18, 19. How old is Nas?
Nas is a year younger. Yeah, Nas is a year younger. Yeah, he's a year younger.
It's like, it always felt like you were like an older brother. But
his name was Professor.
He had the glasses.
Professor.
Yeah. Nah, I'm a different type of animal, man. For real. Don't try to figure me out, man. For real, man. I'm a different type of animal.
Are you
For real.
Are you always sober?
Yeah. Nah, but I always, you know what I'm saying, I'll be drinking my beers and
You'll
things
have a beer,
like that.
but like I will tell you, you're not someone who I ever remember like seeing
not
who's like
sloppy
loose
doppy.
out.
I was my early days, like the Soul Kitchen days. I was kind of little, you know what I'm saying, like when Russell used to be sitting on the mailbox puffing the L's with us and everything like that.
It was more than L's.
Outside
If
of
it was
SOBs. Outside of SOBs.
I got news for you.
You know what I'm saying?
I have an update for you. If you smoked an L with Russell at that time, there was more than weed inside.
Oh, nah.
You might have brain damage.
It was something that I personally crafted, so I knew what was there.
Okay.
And Russell would just get down with me like,
that's always a good way to do it with Russell. If I went back in time to the early 80s and I ran into Russell Simmons and he was like, yo, you want to smoke this? I'm like, you know what? I brought something myself.
Right, exactly. Nah, your front door had us. Wow. Front door had us with the big dogs, like Faith. You know, Faith Newman, like she had a birthday party. Like they played that song eight times at SOBs for Faith, man. For her birthday, that's what she wanted. She'll tell you the story.
She was on One Up. We had her.
Word was born, for real.
So that's
that's how she.
Nah, yo, she loved that record, man, and she told me, she was like, yo, that record is just fire, like that. Yeah, definitely, man. So we was out there, like we were at what did we do? We did Bentleys. Like we were young kids. We going to like the baller clubs and doing, you know, just off the strength of that song, man.
Or Front Door.
Oh, for Front Door. Because it was ringing so hard, man. That song was ringing, man. Wendy Williams, Lady B, all of them, man. It was like
well, yeah, it is. I mean, I don't think of it like that, but it is like
it's a New York
relationship.
Classic. It's a New
No,
York.
I'm saying like hip hop wise, I know what it is, but content wise, it's like a love song, like a heartbreak song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it kind of occupies a unique space in that sense too. Of like, there are people who do that well, but there's not a ton of people who do like records about relationships that don't suffer at all. Because with the problem in early 90s rap land, it would be like, here's my relationship song.
Right.
And it would be the blatant
corny
feature, singer.
Crossover.
Yeah, and it would be like, nah, that wasn't it. You just did a regular song and made the content about.
It had a bridge. It had scratches in the bridges. Like,
what's the sample of
hold on.
The Baby Don't Cry joint?
Don't tell me. Donald Byrd.
Yeah.
And the
his name is Black Moon. Black Moon used it too.
And the vocal sample?
The Baby Don't. Oh, the Chicka Boom joint. Oh yeah, that's the Pazan brothers.
Yeah. And did someone else use that too?
45 back then too.
Word, definitely. Back then,
yeah,
definitely.
even back then. But now it's like it's
yeah.
You can find it.
Yeah, Chicka Boom.
Chicka
Boom.
And you're gonna spend some. You going Discogs right now?
I'm about to.
Yeah.
So that's the
you're gonna see that record go for it. And, man.
Yeah, a couple of hundred.
Yeah.
Sample appears at
Green
110.
Line. Yeah, Green Line.
Ciph, do you know this record?
Yeah.
I caught mine from Strider.
Baby Don't Cry, the third guitar.
Yeah, that's that. Baby Don't You Cry.
Oh, that.
I remember when you had that on cassette and then you got the record. And then
yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Third guitar.
That's an uptown classic, man. Yeah. We be doing the Digger's Delight, like Rock and Rob. We still tearing that joint up for real. That's one of them B-boy classics right there from uptown for real.
With them rides like that, that's straight up B-boy joint.
Yeah.
Chicka Boom.
Yeah, Chicka Boom is the Pazan brothers.
The Pazan brothers.
Yeah.
They never put that on the album though. It was only the 45.
Yeah, that was tough.
You can hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's about to go.
Right.
Let's let it rock. That's so tight.
Them records had nothing to do with one another. Nothing at all to do.
Yeah, so what's the... It's just random shit you like that all you guys like? Like, do you remember who suggested what for that song?
Large Pro brought the whole record. That was his idea.
And you know what I mean? He did the cuts, and the cuts, man, the cuts...
The cuts are actually a big part of that record.
Yo, they are. That... And there was a lot of that. Like, I swear I'm getting the chills right now because for real, man, like, the cuts, man, made that record. Like, if there were no scratches in that record, it wouldn't have been the same. Like, it really, like, the cuts, like, threw it over the top, man, for real.
That time, like, we were trying to, like, really, like, blend things and make things, like, you know what I mean, feel right for the record. Yeah. I came back, like, twice doing cuts on that record, too.
How did you guys split up? How did you and Scratch separate the scratches? Like, how did that actually work? How did each of your roles work in the group?
I mean, I did.
K-Cut did the majority,
I did the majority of the scratches, man. You know
Sir Scratch is your brother?
Yeah, Sir Scratch is my brother.
He was in there, like, documenting, like, he has, like, a lot of crazy footage.
He has footage.
Really? And, like, he would definitely, like, show us, like, yo, you know, like, we be in there geeking out, like, oh, man, we getting ready to get him. This is crazy right here, you know. And he'd be like, yeah, nah, that's tough right there. I like that.
Like the dude that would oversee, like, kind of like I would think me and Paul were, like, more or less the creative people in the group, and
the main part.
Yeah, the main
source, if you will.
And I think he would be the person that would be overlooking and, like, nah, I don't like that, or I like that, or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And then we would evaluate and just, like, see whether we rocking with him, yay or nay, and just like, nah, we gonna run with this. Yeah. I think we like this. You know what I mean? Like, just keep that moving. You be like, yo, no, I don't think we like, nah, we like this. We gonna keep that moving and shit.
So his actual hands-on involvement in the group was it wasn't so hands-on. It was spiritual, hanging out.
Yeah, kind of. No, but he did have skills. Like, he does know how to DJ.
Yeah, he knows how
Is he gonna pull a random Jerobi and you guys are gonna put out a reunion album and he's just gonna start rapping and be really good at it? Shout out to Jerobi.
Word, Jerobi.
Is he around or not
around?
Jerobi?
Yeah, nah, he's up top. Definitely,
Yeah,
he's up top.
So, like, is he gonna come next week or not?
I don't know.
No, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Are you still cool with him?
I mean, you know,
he's your brother.
It's weird because, you know, we all have our differences. You know what I mean? And like, I don't want to, you know, talk about my family stuff, but you know, like I said, we all have our differences and stuff like that. I don't.
Do you spend Thanksgiving together, which we call Columbus Day?
No, I haven't.
Because Thanksgiving in Toronto is our Columbus Day. I just want you guys to know that I know that.
We know. I know.
But it's still all love. It's still all love.
My own family. Yeah,
it's still all love.
Okay, so it's all love, but you guys are not brothers who talk. You're not me and my brother who got off the phone like 3 times today. That's not who you guys are.
No, I think I would talk to Rashad more than I talk to my brother.
Got it. Okay, so no, but it is interesting because, again, I'm glad you're pointing this stuff out, because when you look at the whole story and you're a basic rap fan who's like loves this album, you know, Large Professor, K-Cut, and Sir Scratch.
Right.
That's all we kind of really know.
It clarifies it a bit to go, well, K-Cut's really the DJ.
Right.
And Sir Scratch had a role, but it wasn't quite the same, and you guys were brothers, so it makes it more clear. It just helps you understand the picture a little bit more.
I mean, you know, it's just one of those things, man. I mean, like, it is what it is, you know what I mean?
If you throw
like that, y'all.
Yeah, and that's all. And that's all.
Yeah, exactly.
I got news for you guys. Chickaboom is not an easy 45 to find.
At all. No. At all.
What's the prices looking like?
Well, when you start out with, it's not available.
Even available.
Right. Not available.
Yeah.
But it's weird. You know, the 45 game, I will tell you, was really odd. Like, I remember when I first got in, 3.5 years ago, whatever it was, one step ahead, Aretha Franklin, right? I obviously wanted that because I'm a regular sample hype beast like anyone else, and that's such a great sample. And I didn't really know the song except for Mos Def.
That's the Fat Booty joint, yeah.
So I swear I looked, and I did not see that thing was around at all. And as you guys know, you see Aretha.
I don't have it.
You see Aretha out every day.
Yeah.
Aretha records are out every fucking day.
Yes.
And that record is not. And I saw it play somewhere, and I was like, what? And so I went, I saw Moonlight a couple weeks ago. And then one of the opening scenes of Moonlight, he's in the house when his mom's a crackhead, the main character, and is like dogging him out.
Right.
And in the background,
That's playing.
And it reminded me, I'm like, let me go search one more time. And I go on eBay, and there were 2 auctions of it going on.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I lost one for like $75, and then the next one had to buy it now.
It really goes for that.
Yeah.
Only because it was sampled.
Right.
But I'd never seen it.
Right.
If there's a big,
I don't see it either.
I don't see it either.
if it's a big song that's what I'm saying. If you don't,
I wouldn't think that would be that rare. I don't think
so,
that.
Man, because come on, we all dig and we look for records, man. It's like if you know,
you'll see that. Yeah,
everybody want to play by the book now, by the internet. You know what I'm saying?
But my question is, but you don't see it for you, compared to
now
Aretha records.
Now you don't, but you probably could
before.
Back then,
prior. You know what I mean?
No, but here's we get in these conversations.
I mean,
all the time.
that's coming from a man who used to find like stacks. This man found a stack of synthetic substitutions.
On a couple of occasions.
In a basement in Brooklyn.
See, this is the thing. See, I hate people like you. You're like DJ Scratch. So DJ Scratch will yell at me if DJ Scratch knew what I paid for the Billy Squier 45.
Oh man,
he'd stop talking to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you.
No, tell me. No, I need to know.
I think I paid.
Tell us how much you got for Breaking Adams, and then he'll tell you how much.
That's coming up anyway. No,
right.
No, I think I paid. Honestly, I think I paid like $125.
Okay, no, that's right. That's right.
That's not that bad.
Right. That's what you were supposed to pay.
And it was a pristine mint promo.
Yeah.
Yo, if I said that to Scratch, DJ Scratch, be like, fuck you talking about, man? I got 11 of those in my house. And I'm like, but can I have
for 50 cents?
Right, yeah. If you ain't, well, that's why there's none on the market, Scratch, because you got them all in your basement.
That was a common record to get, though. That was
no, not the 45.
No,
not the 45. Not Big Beat on 45.
No, on the album. On the
12 inch.
Oh, the 12 inch is no problem.
Yeah, the 45.
I know it's all day.
Yeah, the 12 inch and the album's no problem. It's that 45 is a white label. It's not.
Yeah.
I mean, Billy Squier is not like when you go out and see his records you don't. He's one of those artists that tons of bullshit is out there.
Yeah.
But for hip hop, we want that record. That's that one record you want. No, but it's just interesting to me, like why these songs that you came together, like you said, for example, Looking at the Front Door was this random collection of 45s. Like you said, it was a hit, a big Uptown record.
Right.
So these are just songs that had different influences from your childhood, different places.
Well, actually, what was happening was I was being sent on assignments by a old school guy. I mean, I wouldn't call him old school, but like a b-boy kind of record head dude. Like he didn't do anything but just listen to the soul joints. Like he didn't dance, he didn't do anything. He just listened to his joints by the name of Sergeant Lynn Funk. And so Lynn Funk used to give me these lists, and those would be the records. And it was man, it was so beautiful how he did it, because he would give me the list of the records and then give me a list of record stores to go and find it at. Wow. So it was just like, he's just here, man, like, little bruh, like, yo, I see where your heart is at, man. Here, just take this information. Yeah, he's out there in VA.
You're doing this at 16?
Yeah. Getting out there, getting in them record stores, man.
What was happening back then, yo?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Early. Yeah.
You're doing this at 16?
Yeah. Getting out there, getting in them record stores, man.
What was happening back then, yo?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Early.
I'm just saying, like, you.
Early.
Like, there was no girls in the record shop. Like,
I mean, girl wise, man, that was always, that I was like, that was, that department. Matter of fact, the girl used to come with me. Like, that was. So definitely.
You go on these record digging missions.
Matter of fact, the girl used to come with me.
When also Paul C.
Paul C. Word. Paul C's girl used to come with him too.
Wow.
She used to drive Word is bond. Yeah, no, that's that was a nice thing that we used to have.
Paul C. you say would be your mentor?
Absolutely, man.
How old were you when you
on
met
the
him?
drum machine? Man, I say 17, man, like 17, something like that, man. When I met Paul, man, it was 89. It was 89.
So was he involved with making main source at all?
Yo,
he passed away, right?
He was murdered actually. He didn't pass away. He was murdered in his basement. And
Where was that?
That was 80. I think it was 89, 90, something like that, man. It was
I don't think I realized he was murdered. I thought he was sick. I didn't.
No. So
was it random or was it someone?
Yeah, man. It was some foul play, man. No one, they still don't know what it was, man. And just like that was just.
Was it music though related? Like was he in the studio?
Man, I can't even speculate, man. For real, man.
That's
like,
so crazy.
That was, and so like, but yeah, Paul, like, you know what I'm saying? He really grabbed us up and he showed us his technique, like, and if you were watching and you grasping, then and he'll give you your shot, man. Like, all right, you try it now, and if he sees like you he's like, all right, nah, you just simply do this or you do that. So started ODing on that. I'm calling him. I'm like, yo, I'll take the bus. Like, it was a long-ass bus ride, too, man. Like, some, like, hour and 40 minutes.
Where was he?
He was out in Rosedale, like, over there by JFK almost. And so I'm coming from Flushing. So I'm, like, coming from north to all the way south, man, just to sit there and watch him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm coming back because they had the setup at the main source residence. Like, so, boom. You know, I'm like, yo, and this is something else that Paul told me. Then he shows me, you know, it was just an extravaganza, man.
He learned from Paul C. I learned from Large Pro.
Yeah.
And then
he had his technique.
Just trickled the
And then K Cut had his own special ill technique, which had, you know, got him doing joints for Shaq and all of that. Like, he's done joints for Shaq and Latifah and
I forgot that you did outside stuff as well.
Yeah.
So what's your own special technique of shadowboxing?
I mean, I used to like
blending that reggae in there too.
The
always the rockers and stuff. Yeah,
I like rock. You know, playing with the horns and stuff like that. So that pretty much was like my thing, like drums, horns, and just like reggae. You know, and that pretty much gave me the balance.
Kanye just beat y'all out.
Oh yeah,
for the best bomb sample style.
Hey.
Well, I mean, we a little bit archived and buried a little bit. You know, they're going to always go.
You guys had the best one for 25 years. Congrats.
We set it off, man. We set that off, though, man.
But that Kanye one?
He put that in because he's like,
Swizz,
yo,
what?
I got to throw that main sauce.
Ain't never going to be tarnished.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, when he used it, he was like, I got to throw that main sauce joint in there.
Exactly.
By the way, though,
he wasn't even saying Sister Nancy.
And it didn't come out like,
at all.
Like hanging out.
Yeah, hanging out was, man.
But the Kanye one is like,
he
flipped
inspired first.
Yeah.
You know, you know where the inspiration
came. We opened the gates to that record. We opened the gates.
And my guess is knowing the kind of heads that Swizz and Kanye are, that probably was right there. So,
absolutely,
super heads.
1,000%.
Yeah. And it's dope. It's dope. I'm 100% with that. It feels great to know that, you know, an idea that you had, someone else could add on to that, man. Take it to another. Take it somewhere else.
Was White Man Can't Jump the whole soundtrack on Wild Pitch?
No. It was EMI.
It was okay, but Wild Pitch put out the single.
Yes.
There's a Faking the Funk single on Wild Pitch.
That was that the quote unquote remix. Yeah, because we had the one that was on the soundtrack that was different, that Bob Power mixed, and then the one that actually everyone loves is a joint that a guy named Gary Cluxton mixed, and Gary was ill.
Yeah.
Word.
The same song?
Same song. Like, we did a little something different with the vocals and everything. Like, yo.
Yeah, the vocals are different.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yo, but the way Gary pumped that track up, man, was like, yo, man.
Yo, I gotta tell you.
Yeah.
I know it's not. I'm breaking format here because it's not on Breaking Atoms, but it was. First of all, there are only a handful of songs that I know definitively are in my. If someday someone puts a gun to my head and just goes, "You have to give me your top 10 rap songs of all time," "Faking the Funk" is one of the only ones I know is there. Like I don't know the others. I don't even know how many I know. I only know, but that one for some reason, there is something about when that song kicks in from beginning to end.
Nice, man. That's what we wanted too, man. We wanted
Professor,
to.
what's up?
Yeah.
Do you know your opening ad libs by heart?
Now, I'm not one to knock the next man for getting his, you know what I mean? And I do realize that hip-hop is now a form of showbiz.
Indeed.
But this is something that you would have to be true. So in the year 1992, this is
how we do it. Now, hold on. I know that shit comes that baseline. Now, hold on. Now, that's interesting, though. It just dawned on me for the first time in my life that you say in the year of 1992. Is that directly related to you telling Q-Tip, don't say the year?
Yo, I'm telling you, because I would hear it, and I would say, I hate that I said the year in this song. And so, like, Tip, after we did that, then I'm hanging out with Tip. He's recording his stuff, and he keeps like, for the 9-4, for the 9, and I'm like, yo, we got to stop saying the years, man. We got to stop, because we dating the songs, man. And, like, the one thing that makes me feel, for real. And then the one thing that makes me feel great about Faking the Funk is that Pete says 92 also in Reminisce at the end.
That's right,
in 92. Yeah. So I was like, all right,
cool.
I
feel better.
So, yeah.
But by the way, what a gem you give Q-Tip, because, of course, it ends up being, again, one of the only things that I could say, gun to my head, best rap albums of all time. It's in my top 10. It becomes a seminal classic, and instead he ends up, he's about to say it and says, nah.
I ain't gonna say Extra P, no doubt,
So the re-release is out. The only way to get it is to subscribe. Is that correct?
Subscribe to Vinyl Me Please, I believe.
BP.
VinylMePlease.com.
VinylMePlease.com. But you
sign up for this. The wise people at VinylMePlease.com thought it was appropriate for this album and production to be represented into the world in the year 2017. Yeah, for sure.
Like
and they pumped up the tracks too.
Blues album.
Yeah, exactly.
It's definitely
they pumped the tracks up too, like because there was a few discrepancies in the original joint where it's like the second side I think was a little lower on the vinyl or something like that. It was like something. There was some kind of so I think
the original album that first came out was single vinyl, right? Did they try to squeeze it onto one vinyl?
Yeah.
It's only 12 songs.
Yeah, it's only 12 songs.
No, but still, it's not ideal.
What they did, like I saw the video and everything like that. The whole packaging is incredible.
Yeah. It's real nice. It's real nice. If you're into that project and you just like, it's nice. It's really nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool. Baby Hall, grab a mic. Grab a mic real quick.
Yeah, we can't hear words.
You sound like Cipha on the last podcast.
Like 3D's out, with the color scheme.
I just bought a record of Outkast Elevators.
Yeah.
That does that. I didn't even open it. The guy in the store told me, he's like, nah, it glows in the dark.
Yeah.
And the shit comes out at you.
Yeah, all the bells and whistles on this one, man. You know what I'm saying? All the bells and whistles.
Got a foreword from the homie Pharoah Monch, who was like,
which is dope.
Yeah.
By the way, I love the idea of a foreword for an album.
Yeah.
I never thought of that.
That's bringing it back. Yeah, that's bringing it back, man. For real.
Wait, hold on. Are we wrapping up? You about to wrap up?
Yeah.
Okay, real quick.
No, but if you wrap up. I'm going to do one thing I do before I go on the air. You wrap up. I'm going to pull a U and walk out real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah. That's my man, E.S. Pete N. right there.
So obviously we know Nas' story.
Yeah.
Obviously we know Akinele's story.
Yeah.
What's this Fatal guy story?
Our friend.
Yeah.
Our friend.
Yeah, but he's on.
Fatal's
been there forever.
Yeah,
man.
Fatal is actually the reason why. Yeah.
Okay,
man.
I have to.
Yeah, man.
That's
my man.
Not a lot
for real. Fatal, man. Fatal is the reason why, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing.
Go on.
We were. I mean, he was out there on them streets, man. Like, he was meeting people, like, and Fatal has this thing to him, like, just people feel they know him already. Like, they just like, oh, what's it? Like, he could go up to someone, yo, what's up? And they'd be like, oh, man, I ain't seen you in so long. And it's like, they don't even know him.
Right.
Like, and that's Fatal's thing. And so, like, man, the doors that he brought us through, man, and when we pressed our first vinyl up, like, he got us in contact with Mr. Walt, and he brought the records to Music Factory in Jamaica, and the video started ringing, and that's the Eric B and Rakim in the video with us, and all of that stuff was Fatal, man. And
really,
I mean, the least
he's like the glue.
Definitely the plug, and so I thought like the least that we could do is have that man represent himself on the song.
Was he a rapper though?
Well, he dibble-dabbled and and everything, man. He was we used to laugh because he had a song. I said, I'm gonna write a song called Jack of All Trades. No, I was called Master of None. Like, and we laugh and shit because Fatal would just do a little of this and a little of that and just throw shit on the wall and see if it sticks and shit like that. So that was nice though. That
so he was never out there like
he wasn't like yo,
I'm
trying to kill the game. Nah, he wasn't nothing like that and shit. He was just like hey, I know what I could, I know what I'm doing with that too, and then, he wound up with a magazine, all kinds of stuff. Like that dude is still going, man.
Yeah, like what does he do now?
He has a magazine. It's called Fish and Grits. It's pretty dope. Yeah, that's Fatal's magazine. Word, the Fish and Grits.
Banging, right?
Yeah. He got the hip hop dudes with the, with the fly ladies. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah, word. Nah, yeah, Fatal's definitely gonna be there.
How prepared are you for this show on Wednesday?
Very
I
prepared.
feel like you're gonna have to go back and listen.
Yeah. Nah. It's because I'm already in that mode. Like we just
album cut,
touch back down from JP. Where that was actually happening. It's just a special occasion. Cause
okay.
You know what I'm saying? We reformatting.
Because I know you're gonna. I know I've seen you do Live at the Barbecue.
Right.
I seen you do Front Door. Right. A couple other joints.
Right. We did barbecue down there in Austin just now when we was out there.
And also I
Yeah,
seen
no
you,
doubt.
Nas, Central Park. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you start getting into these deep album cuts,
that's what they want,
hey, yo,
man.
sing along, crowd.
Nah. I got it for him. Yeah, definitely, man. We gonna light it up, man. It's gonna be nice, man. I think people gonna really, because the people coming out for it, man. So they know what to expect. So that's the beauty of it.
Yo, how many? I did. Wait, no, you wasn't there. I did a concert recently called Masters of Ceremony.
Of course.
You seen those concerts?
Man, with Pete and Rakim, it was a bunch of them.
Man. Yeah, the guy who does those concerts.
Wow. Yeah, Danny Castro.
He's part of it too. But the guy behind it, Adam, I'm forgetting his name. I apologize. Masters of Ceremonies is one of the greatest shows ever because the guy will give you 4 or 5 throwbacks, right? And like Pete Rock, CL Smooth, House of Pain, like all this dope shit. And he keeps the show running on time.
Yeah.
He don't go for none of that bullshit backstage. Show's running on time. And everybody does like 20, 30 minutes at the most.
Nice.
Sometimes 10, 15 because it's like, we don't want you just out there
walking
walking
around. We want to keep that energy up. Yeah, keep that energy up.
And then he'll throw in a new, like he threw in for the last one, OT Genesis. So like you get 4 or 5 old joints. Here's a new one, so in case you brought your son, he don't feel left out.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. And then he hits you with Rakim.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
that's what we need, man. That's what we need.
It's the greatest shit.
Yeah, bridge that gap.
That's crazy. The last one he did at Barclays.
Barclays.
But the one before that, I did with him in Jersey, like Newark.
Yeah, that Newark joint. Yeah.
KRS Black Moon, Mad Lion. And I was like, Mad Lion.
Great.
I love Mad Lion, but what's he gonna do?
He got that shoot to kill. Yeah, he got that shoot to kill. He got some joints. Nice and easy. It's
and
crazy.
That's all you
gotta
need.
take it easy.
That's all you need, them joints. And then but that's what I'm saying. So like, if if you do one of those or
I think so. Like I think that may be part of the reason why we reconvening. Yeah, for real, because we want to represent the right way.
I came out. I come out on stage and I'm like, just right off top, I'm like, where are my 40-year-old ex-drug dealer?
That's crazy.
Spofford, saying all 90 shit.
Yeah.
The crowd goes fucking
I know you got
crazy.
the Warriors hurrah. Right.
Niggas are going crazy. So then I come out, and then OT Genesis was on. 90% of the crowd rocking with him.
Yeah.
10% is like just bitter.
Yeah.
I said, look at these Rikers Island 5% niggas, yo.
Straight up, yo. Nah, that's beautiful. Yo. That's beautiful. That's what New York needs.
So that's why
man.
I'm gonna be yelling that shit on your show. SOBs.
Right.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
What's the date?
Wednesday, February 1st. Right in time for Black History Month too, man. Like that's so symbolic, man, for real.
Yo, thank y'all for y'all contribution. What that album is itself and what spawned from that album.
Exactly.
Is just hip hop fucking legends. So if you don't know that album, go get it. VinylMePlease.com if you want to get this.
Yeah,
this new release of it.
VinylMePlease.com. Yeah.
For what? Before the 15th. It's exclusive, so get it right now.
Yeah. This ain't just sitting around. This ain't sitting around. It's flying. It's flying. The sparks is flying. Right.
Baby Paul, thank you.
Yeah.
Rashad Smith, Tumbling Dice. We're going to book you for your own episode.
Right.
No doubt.
Right.
About 5 hours of stories I'm sure you got.
Yeah, man.
K-Cut, nice meeting you, man. Thank you.
It's a pleasure, brother.
Extra P, Lost Professor.
No doubt.
It's Juan Epstein. Bitch.